All right, I hope you don't like your birthday too much, huh? September 9th, November 12th, January 36th, who knows? February 13th, December 27th? No more. Birthdays are now collective. Communism has taken over the birthday scene with JYP's Our Birthday. So now we are all going to share one birthday. So happy birthday to everyone. I don't know when the actual date is. Maybe we'll find out through the song. But JYP, of course, has a new group. And that's always very exciting. Been a fan of, all their groups for the past few years, all their girl groups at least. I'm always excited to see what new stuff they can come out with. So this time it's a very interesting way of rolling out a group because they have the song Hungry with a performance video, and this is a pre-debut, but they have a side A and a side B, but presumably for the same song but with different members. So we'll check both of those out and see what they're like. And I already kind of know the members, but maybe get to know them a little bit. But it's always very exciting when big company releases a new group and I have no idea what to expect from the sound. So should be very exciting, and maybe we'll end up wanting to check out even more Our Birthday stuff. So if you have suggestions for in the future, or if you just since there's not much else from them to watch, if you just in general want to see more from them in the future on the channel, then leave your suggestions down in the comments and check out my Patreon where I do lots of bonus reactions for lots and lots of groups. Get that for free for a month using the link in the description, and subscribe for more Our Birthday reactions. And let's just get into it. Okay, for side A, just looked at the members. It appears there is the member Jo Haejin, who is apparently on the show Street Girls Fighter 2, and then a Taiwanese member called Baby, and a Thai member called Achiraya. Whoa, okay. Hold on. Wasn't quite ready, actually. I love loud, noisy music. They really just gave me no room to breathe. It's like, okay, the group's here. I love hype music, bro. I'm into it. Oh, damn. Dude, I'm gonna be twerking by the end of this, alright? That kind of like house element is always my favorite. Dude, like, I haven't heard a louder song in a long time. On the rap too. So it must just be these three members doing the vocals in this one too, right? Interesting. Yo. Dude, who made this song, man? Whipped cream, big dream, of course. Brother, I was not prepared. I know I pressed play, and it's on me at the end of the day, but like I was not prepared. You can't just like boom. It was like literal first millisecond of the song starting, and I was like at the end of my sentence thinking I'll get at least half a second for me to finish it, but I just click it. Like, and it just gets louder and louder from there. Like, Jesus Christ. But just, yeah, like, it's always so great getting the first moments of like, this group is going to be really popular. It's JYP. Obviously, it's the like sub label in it, but Hype also has just a bunch of sub labels, and they're getting very popular. So I think people are thinking of it as just a regular JYP group, but now like NMIX is under Squad and stuff. So still thinking of it as just a main JYP new group, which is very big, and it's just very cool seeing like, okay, this is their sound. And you always expect from the big companies that they're going to be doing something that is unique. They aren't just going to be following trends. They're going to be trying to make trends. And this is just so loud and intense, and like, oh, they keep doing a bunch of songs like this, like it immediately feels like a group that could be not everyone's cup of tea. Like it feels like just some comparisons, and none of these comparisons are going to be exactly right, but like Stray Kids somewhat, just with how kind of loud and like intense the sound was, and like Baby Monster somewhat, of just like groups that have just very powerful music that kind of gets extra popular, and they can be one of the more popular groups, but they aren't maybe quite as artistic sometimes. But so like they're kind of more likely to get hated on, or just have people think their music is like trash. Like I bet there are plenty of people that don't like it, like also because of the lyrics. Like there's just a bunch of, there's so many songs like this where just the lyrics are all about food, and it's like, some metaphor, but it's like, okay, it doesn't really mean anything. And luckily I'm a person who just truly can be down with anything, and I love super deep, abstract, like high artistic music, but I also just love fun stuff, and this is just so stimulating and fun that I'm a big fan of it from the get-go, just off the bat. And obviously this could change because it's very hard to know, but off the bat it feels like a group that could be one of those like Baby Monster, where I think there's a lot of people that don't really like Baby Monster's music, but they also are just very popular, and I don't really know how that even makes sense. I don't understand how some groups are so popular, but also they're the ones that I hear the most kind of hate towards, because it's not like every popular group is, because obviously you're going to get the more hate the more popular you are. But like Twice, another JYP group, no one hates Twice. Every single person in the world loves Twice, but they're also, like top of the top most popular. So I don't know why it is that some groups get really popular, but also have lots of people think their music isn't actually high quality. It's not just the inherent sound of this that makes it like enough for me to say that I don't think this group will be loved like generally by even the hardcore music stands that just care about the quality of the music and the like profoundness of the lyrics or whatever, because obviously they could have a very hype and fun sound and still make it interesting. There are definitely groups that do that, but just off the bat I'm wondering if they're gonna have some people think they're cringe. It's like right now it's like kind of reminding me of a combination of like Stray Kids and ITZY, and like ITZY for a long time they're again like pretty popular, but lots of people didn't like a lot of their music, and like their last comeback was a lot more successful, like a lot more people like think that's really good music, as well as just them still being popular. But I wouldn't be surprised if there are people that didn't like it as much, but then it's that combined with the kind of Stray Kids feeling of being extra loud, but it's almost even more loud and intense than most Stray Kids songs. And I love Stray Kids and ITZY, so I'm just down for it. And I have so many thoughts about this. I feel like there's been like 5 different threads that I've started going down, and then I keep like switching back and forth just because I'm like, oh, it's a new group, and I was just thrown into it, and I am trying to process it all, so I'm getting confused on what I've even said already. I think my first thought I had after finishing it 5 minutes ago was that it's just a very interesting way of starting a group, obviously, is having a pre-debut where there's 2 sides, so you show the members a little bit at a time, but it's the same song, but presumably 2 different versions with their different vocals. Is just confusing, because like who's gonna be like, oh, I'm really craving listening to side B right now instead of side A, unless they're actual different versions of the song, they actually change the sound. But I'm not expecting that. It does kind of force you to get to know like smaller subsets of the members in like separate groups, and that kind of makes it easier for you to remember them, I suppose, because already it's like these 3 all have different hair colors and styles, so it's easy to know them. And I know this is Jo Haejin, this is Achiraya, the time member, and that's Baby. So I already have those 3 in my head, so I can recognize them. And then when it's the other 4, that'll be easier. So like I get it. It's kind of a good way to kind of get people acquainted with all the members at once, just to focus on 3 at a time, then 4 at a time. Kind of just makes it easier for some reason. But overall, it is a very strange decision that I would not have really made, because it feels kind of pointless. Like, why not just release the song altogether? Like, it did not make me want to check it out anymore, definitely. So it's kind of interesting. But like, which members stood out to me the most in the beginning? Because I know Jo Haejin, she must be the main dancer, because she was on Street Dance Girls Fighter, and I think she's the leader too. Like, I was kind of more distracted just by the song, and like the video is cool too. Like, this orange part is very cool, but like, you didn't get a whole lot of close-ups because it was all performance video. But like, they all seem pretty cool. Like, none of them really stood out to me more than the other. Like, maybe Haejin a little bit more. I feel like to process it even more, let's just get right into the second version. Okay, so for side B we have members Gukchoro, Korean, and then the maknae is called Kirara, Japanese, and then there's Shin Haewon from Are You Next and Yu from Universe Ticket. Those are both people that I slightly remember. So always very exciting whenever there are survival show members, even if they're people I don't actually remember very well, just because every survival show I watch, I'm like, oh God, I just want them all to be successful. I just get attached to all of them. So it's cool to see, 3 different contestants from different shows all in the same group. But I guess now we'll just have to see how different this version is. But okay, let's get ready for the ear blast. Yeah, you can definitely tell the vocals are different already. It's just so interesting. Just the same group, but 2 different versions. That's Helen there, in the middle. God, it is so hype, man. Like I don't know if I just got used to it already or if this version feels quieter. Like I say, I just got used to it. God, it's so hyped up. Like, dude, I feel like I haven't been dancing this much to a song in the first reaction. Like, it's got to be one of the most fully hype, but just loud, energetic songs in K-pop I've heard at all. Like, it's crazy. It like combines like house and like trap music, kind of just like all the most intense types of music, I feel like. And just a ton of rap again, which is my favorite. I love when girl groups do rap. Yeah, just one criticism is I would like to see all the members close up a bit more. Obviously, hard with the performance video. They're just doing kind of the same style video, pretty much. Cream, big stream. They're obviously all really good dancers, but like I feel like it would hit harder if they could have some close-ups so I can like actually pick out like, oh, this member is good. Because right now it just feels like, I'm admiring the dance, but I'm not getting really a taste of what this group has to offer as much, just because, obviously I can see that the group has to offer great dancing, but I feel like at least for me, it would hit a lot harder if I could be like, oh, this person, this specific member is a really good dancer, and I can like differentiate her from the others. But in both videos, it's just like, yeah, they're all doing great, but I'm just seeing choreography. It feels like I'm watching a dance team and not getting to know a group as much. And just the fact that both of these performance videos, they're the same song and same group, and same like video, same structure to the video, same choreo, like everything's the same, except they just have different members doing the song and the choreo in both of them. So why? It just feels really pointless to me, and I don't understand why they did it. Because if there are like any differences to the song, then maybe I would want to listen to them back to back more. But now it's just going to be like I could listen to either of them and get pretty much the same experience. So like it's weird to me. And this one, I would say, member that stood out to me most would just be Yu. She's the one with the blonde hair, but that's just because she has the blonde hair. I feel like she just catches my eye more, and I don't know actually how talented she is compared to the others. Like they all once again looked like they're doing pretty well, but I didn't even get a chance to see which members they are. Like even not being able to tell them apart yet. Like I don't even like know what their faces look like. Like that's one of them. That's one of them. But it's just hard to even click to a part where I can see all of their faces well. So I do think it is a weird way of introducing a group, and it's not the way I would choose, but I still am excited, definitely. And the main thing I'll just take away from it is just how good the song sounds to me, definitely. So, just looking at it objectively, I can be like, yeah, if this is their sound in the future, I think it'll be very, very fun if they keep up this intense energy and just never shy away from that, and as long as they don't just revert back into doing, you know, strong music but stuff that isn't that unique, because I do think it could be a good way of like creating an identity for a group if you just have all your songs being crazy intense, or at least the title tracks just be more intense than any other K-pop group, because I really do think it's more intense than pretty much any K-pop song I've heard. So like if they keep doing that, then it'll feel like a unique group. But like I feel like there are other groups that can do something kind of interesting in a genre, but then they just revert back into a more basic girl crush genre, so they just stop like sticking out after that. Just looking at it objectively, it's like I can see the group is very talented in dancing, and I'm sure they have lots of charisma, but it's just none of the members stuck out to me much. And for it being their first performance, it feels like that is something you'd want to do. But I don't know, maybe it's just trying to tease like, yeah, this group is talented, and then when they have their actual debut, whenever that is, I don't even know when that is, but then people will already be, you know, interested and intrigued by them. But then for their actual debut, we can get to know the members more. But just overall, this feels kind of pointless in a way. At least the way they did it feels unnecessary, and they could have just released a cool performance video and at least had more close-ups of the members, and that would have hit harder. But just overall, it's like, yeah, they're clearly super talented, and I like this song. At least I don't know what the rest of their songs will sound like, but I definitely like it. So I think for my initial rating for the song, like it is obviously very short. It's way too short. Like it's never gonna, you know, hit the crazy high ratings when it's this short, and it's just very fun to listen to. But it's also kind of more forgettable too. But I definitely respect how hard they just go from the beginning. But they had like it had a unique structure too. Like they weren't just going like full force the whole time. It was like they, you know, the lowest point was like at 120%, and they would go up to like 200%, but they'd just stay in that range. So it still felt like the song was kind of dynamic, and they're doing a lot of it, and like the production seemed high, even though it was just, you know, very straightforward in what they're trying to do. Like it was just very intense and hype. But yeah, I just can't deny how fun it is, and I think I definitely will like their future songs if they're all like this. So for my initial rating, I will say it's got to be like a solid 93, man. I just love, you know, house, and I love intense, fun music, and it definitely could be higher. Like it could be the type of song that's just at the top of the tops of the ratings, just because it's so completely fun, and I can just enjoy it anytime I'm listening to it, just because it's so addictive. But just how short it is definitely brings it down a ton, to where it's like still very high rating, and I just can't give it a low rating because of how enjoyable it is. But there's also definitely something about it that feels unsatisfying. But yeah, overall, definitely excited to see more from the group. So definitely subscribe for when I check out their debut when that comes out, and all their future comebacks, of course. And let me know if you want to see more other content from them in the future. So that'll be it for today. But also let me know just what you think of this song, if you like it or dislike it, and see you in the next video.